What's up, teammates? I'm back. It's been a hectic week. Wasn't able to get up on here, but there wasn't much to talk about anyway, so I didn't really miss much, and I'm sure y'all didn't miss me all that much. That being said, let's get to it. So, my thoughts about Gardner Minshew is how is he going to perform this week? And my wonder is because now there's not pressure on him right now, but right now there are expectations. And it's a wonder of how is he going to deal with these expectations. And we'll see what we get because I like Gardner and what he did for the second half for the fourth quarter, but that's not enough to hang a hat on and say he's got it going on. Hopefully he does. Hopefully that helped him figure it out, and he's just going to improve from the fourth quarter to the first quarter is the next game. And if he can keep that accuracy together, he definitely will keep his job. The expectations though that he has to live up to. One of them is deep balls. They're gonna want chunk yardage in this game. Everybody's gonna expect the Carolina Panthers to come in weak with the defense disabled on the offense and being the top or bottom three teams in the league, if not lower. So the fans, the team, and the especially the media is going to have expectations for him because we don't need to be a flash in the pan game. We need him to, and he needs himself to be steady on this game. What is going to be important for him to do to remain steady, I believe, is to, although it seems obvious, but take advantage of the turnovers because there's going to be turnovers. The Raiders' defense is going to pin the teams deep. They're going to get turnovers. They're going to get sacks. It's going to be short field for, if it's anything like it has been, it's going to be a short field for most of the game. And he has to take advantage of as many of those situations as possible. Trying to get deep and get field goals. Just hopefully they go for every field goal when they have a chance. Never go by the sidebar. No one should ever go for it on fourth down, especially the Raiders. It's dumb. If you got the ball on the 40-yard on our 40-yard line, if you really want to just push the fucking envelope, then let Daniel kick a 51 or 57-yard field goal. Why go for it when you got the best kicker in the game? Away from that. But I don't know why the hell we do it. So like I said, he has to capitalize on big plays. He can do that, get some good plays, good big plays. He can get some audience participation. He's going to get more of the fan base won over. He's going to prove more that he is what a lot of people think he can be. What I hope he can be, and if he does, then great. He can. He has, and if he eliminates the Minshew mistakes and stays with the Minshew magic, we'll be all right. His accuracy just has to stay there. So what else am I saying? Oh, so his accuracy will be there if he can keep his feet steady and his pocket present aware. And I think the best thing that will help him is for us to have some semblance of a running game. And I don't mean we have to be a run first team. I don't even mean it has to be 50-50. It's obvious that our passing offense is our strong point. I mean, we can't really necessarily trust in Zeus yet. He misses holes when they're there, in my opinion. Ahmed, he's doing a great job, but we haven't really given him the ball as far as carries go, except for when the touchdown he got. But he's had less carries, I believe, than Zeus. So what I'm saying is, our running back room is good. Our wide receiver and tight end room is far better. And as long as our quarterback, Gardner Minshew, can get the ball where it's supposed to be accurately, this team is going to be unstoppable, really. There's too much talent around him. Minch, everybody's making great catches and making Minshew look good, which is great because that's all he has to do is get in near those great receivers and let them operate. So I'm happy with that. We'll see how they set up the run game off the passing game to kind of get the rush off them. But the rush is supposed to not be as big of a problem. We're supposed to make sure we maintain our blocking on the offensive line. We shouldn't really have to worry about their line if we do what we're supposed to do. And if we do those things, we're going to need 21 points. The best thing for Gardner to do for himself is to put up at least 21 points. 20. If he can get into the 30s, that'll be fabulous. If he can get into the 30s, no matter how the team gets there, even if the offense does score 2 touchdowns, if he can get the team up to 30, definitely the media is going to be off his back. I was going to say if he can keep it, if he gets over 30 and has a good game, I think that guarantees him at least the first half of the season. I think that guarantees him all the way up to game 8, all the way up to the Kansas City game. If he can win this one, like he pulled off last week, I think his job is guaranteed through at least half the season. Because if he keeps continuing, if he has 2 games of Minshew magic, and then he has a game of Minshew mistake, they're going to give him another game for some more magic. And even if he doesn't come through with that game, they might have to stick with him because his performance does not, even if it's a loss, his performance does not justify getting pulled. So this is a good game for Minshew. It's a big game. If he can put something down on film and get some accuracy together, he'll be in a great position for the touchdown. For the starting job. So with that though, Aiden is not off the table until Minshew proves his accuracy can stay there, in my opinion. So now I'm just saying that because watching the game, there are points where Aiden just wouldn't be able to escape. He wouldn't be able to do what Minshew does because he doesn't have that mobility. But on the flip side, in those same instances where Minshew, in many of those same instances, not all of them, it's because Minshew missed a hot read. If he'd have hit the receiver, then he wouldn't have either a sack, or sometimes he had to take a sack, or he wouldn't have to make any magic because he'd been worked within the confines of the play. But that's fine, But what I am saying is, if we do go with Aiden, I don't feel like we're going to all of a sudden lose complete mobility. I mean, we're going to lose the mobility, but I don't think we're going to fall so far behind as far as missing plays, because I believe it's really, Minshew's better as long as he's accurate, period. And that's all there is to it. And I'm fine with that. Minshew is better than Aiden if he's accurate. He doesn't even have to know the playbook as well as Aiden. He doesn't even have to be as smart as Aiden. If he's smart enough to be a pro, and he's smart enough to remember to do the plays as he gets comfortable in the offense, then he's better than Aiden O'Connell, and we can do it with that. And we can go forward with Minshew if he's going to play like that. My fears is his accuracy just can't be counted on, man. But if it is counted on, we're golden. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting the better with the timing. So the routes that he missed and the almost interceptions that he threw, which weren't many, it weren't any in this game, and in the past game there was, but he's being accurate. He's working with the timing. and they're working with it this weekend. Should be improved from yesterday to today and continuum. Hope for the best. Let's pray for some accuracy and some Minshew magic. Let's see what else we got. Now, the next 5 games. Next 5 games, not crucial, but the next 5 games could guarantee Minshew's job. If Minshew goes 3-2 in these next 5 games, going into the Kansas City game, he might be just considered the starting quarterback, hands down, nothing to be said. If he has a bad game in one of these next 2 games, like a really bad game in one of these next 2 games against either the Browns or the Carolina Panthers, although the Browns do have a good defense, but if he makes a Minshew mess in one of those games, he's not guaranteed a position because we can't. No one wants to see it look like a flash in the pan. It still has to look good, and even in those losses, it needs to look good. But he cannot lose this game. To secure his job, he has to win this game because if he plays well last week and somehow doesn't win his game this week, it's going to be considered a complete flash, and it's that Minshew mess up that everybody's so afraid of. So he has to avoid that. He has the players around him to avoid that. He has the skills to avoid that. He has the feet to avoid that. Does he have the accuracy to avoid that? We shall see. Outside of that, that's what I got for you. That's what I see Minshew needs to be, and for him to be successful. And it's possible. Is it probable? We'll see. He's been doing a hell of a job so far as his accuracy going. I mean, his completion percentage is way up there. A lot of his down dunk passes, but this last game, it wasn't all drop down passes, and he's looking downfield more. He's ready to try it out with Devontae no matter what he's doing. Brock knows how to run routes. We all know that Jacoby Myers know how to get himself open. Trey Tucker's too fast to be covered as long as you can get him open. So Minshew magic and all our weapons on the offense, I'm saying right here, this is a Super Bowl team. You got to beat the best to prove that you can be the best, and we've beaten the best last 2 years. And we gave the best all the defensive ass whooping that they could take. And everybody knows defense travels. And when it comes down to the playoffs, when you got to travel, it's your defense that's got to come through to you. And if our defense, like it's been holding people down, stays that way, and if our offense continually improves because of the timing and working together and the Minshew magic is staying around, the accuracy is still there, and every team probably has their hopes, they're extremely hopeful fans that are like, it's too soon to see, but we got a Super Bowl caliber team. Do we have the Super Bowl cohesiveness? No, not now. Can we get it together by the end of the season? Who's to say? If we can do what we did for the last half of the fourth quarter, for 3/4 of a game, instead of just half of a quarter, because you can't be perfect all game, But if you can be that for 3/4 of a game and take advantage of our defense, our special teams, and as far as Danny Boy and AJ Cole controlling the field, there's no reason that this team can't beat anybody. Now, I mean, we've beaten the best already, and we're getting better. So, Minshew's working out. Keep up the accuracy. it's going to just get better and better and better. So it's going good. And silver lining is it's only going to get better as long as Gardner keeps up the accuracy. That's all we got to hope for, Raider fans, is for the football gods to bless Minshaw's arm with accuracy. Okay? I'll pray for that when you go to sleep to the football gods. All right. It's going to be a good game. Actually, I'm going to the game. And I believe I'm going to go to all the games this year just because I'm doing this. So I can go to the game, look at it live, come home, watch the games, and do the notes as I watch the game when I get home. Then I'll do the review of the game, bring the show to everybody, and y'all can come watch me yap about what I think happened and how I feel about the game winning. So, now you heard me yap about Minshew. And this is what I'm going to do always because he's the quarterback position, not just Minshew. If Aiden was in there, it'd be the still thing. There you would be the only question. No one has any question about our wide receiver room. No one has any question about our tight end room with what Brock Bowers done in the first 2 games. So, and they know what Michael Myers can still do. So they have no doubt in our tight end room. Our running back room may be suspect, but they're doing enough, and they're there to catch the ball out of the backfield, which is close enough to running the football as it were, considering we're being a pass heavy team so far. But let's do it. We shall do it. And I'll be there and I'll let y'all know. All right? So, even if we do win this one, you can't win them all. The clouds get dark. And when you're looking for the bright side, come to the silver lining. Guru out.